King Dolla, King-ish, you know what it is. Pulled a lot of all-nighters, you know what I'm saying? Bust a lot of moves, jugs, swerves, whatever you call it.
I came from slanging and banging, moving rocks, but it ain't work. Came from pimping them hoes and bitches, but it ain't work. Now I get up 9 to 5 every day and work. Everything I got I owe to God, and that's church. I came from slanging and banging, but it ain't work. Pimping them hoes, masking up, but it ain't work. Now I get up 9 to 5 every day and work. Everything I got I owe to God, and that's church. Everything I got I owe to God now.
What's good, everybody? You tuning in to Chopping It Up with Step and Eski. That's my brother. I ain't gonna speak for him. I'm gonna talk to the people.
You already know what it is.
And today we got a special guest, hip hop artist in the DMV, my brother King Dolla. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, and I hope it leads to genuine conversation. And before we even get into the interview, I just want to say, it's a breath of fresh air. Unfortunately, when you listen to artists in the DMV, in these times you hear a lot of trendy music. So when you sent me your music and I finally got to hear it, it was just a breath of fresh air because it had substance. So we knew we was gonna have to chop it up with my man King Dolla.
I appreciate that part right there, you know.
But yeah, let the people know, how long you been rapping, where you from, the whole journey. Introduce yourself to the people.
Nigga, here we go. I am King Dolla. Rapping since I was 8 years old. So you do the math, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm a little bit more seasoned than some people, and it's not who's better than who. It's about what you saying, when you say it, and how you say it, and who getting what you saying, if you got what I just said. But, I'm based out of Northeast, you know what I'm saying? Then I moved to the Maryland side, Riverdale, 117. Representing president, you know what I'm talking about, but besides all that, I'm out here with my good brothers to spread the word that, through music, through business, you can do whatever it is you want to do. If you got a talent, it might not even be rapping. You could be a painter. Your talent could be, you could be the best driver in your crew. It could be anything, but whatever your talent is, you got to work with your talent. And don't force it. You know what I mean? Just don't force it.
First question I wanted to ask you, because I heard something in your song, Church. When we do the editing, the people gonna definitely see it or hear a clip of the song Church. It got a lot of substance in it. But I heard you say something about transitioning from the street life to the 9 to 5 life. And in my opinion, a lot of hip hop artists, unless they willing to be dictated, a lot of them feel like they gotta partake in the street life, so to speak.
A lot of them faking. I'm gonna tell you straight up from an OG point of view, not to disrespect nobody. A lot of them faking. Some of them don't got no choice. Some of them make themselves believe they don't got no choice. But it's really some that's the only option. It's not the only choice. It's their only option. And at my point in time, I felt like that was my option. I probably could have did it a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them just gotta figure it out and stand firm. Like you stand firm on whatever it is. Man, I'm not doing that shit, don't do it. I jive like, wish I didn't do it, but at the same time, it made me who I am. So I'm okay with what I did. But my transition was real, bro. I got stripped of everything. So when they say he gonna strip you of everything, I got stripped of everything, but I was blessed not to go to jail for that shit. So I'll trade everything to not do any jail time. I lost all the bread. I seen a nigga in my old complex a couple months ago, and he like, hey, OG, how you do it though? But I said, man, it ain't even about that. But you just get up and go to work every day. You can do it too. But the money, it ain't about the money. I ain't missing a motherfucking beat. I ain't missing a smoke, I ain't missing a drink, I ain't missing a meal, I ain't missing a bill being paid, my daughter daycare, I'm in and out of town, my plane tickets is heavy, you know what I'm saying, whatever. When I get there, my rental car waiting, I'm blessed. But I don't gotta do it the wrong way, and I was doing it the wrong way. So my transition was real when he stripped everything. I'm gonna tell y'all, The truth. You wanna know the truth? I prayed, bro. I prayed in the crack house. Man, I'm tired of this. Lord, change my life right now. Guess where I was at 30 minutes later? Locked up, laughing in my mind because I knew what was going on. Came home, flushed all the rest of the drugs. Went and paid my lawyer and moved to Vegas. This was in 2005 or 6 or so. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Didn't even go to court. The lawyer went to court for me while I'm over here in Vegas. He over here going to court for me. I had an undercover charge. You see what I'm saying? Niggas don't beat that. You can check my file. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't beat that. But it was destined for me to switch it up. You see what I'm saying? You getting something out of me that niggas don't know, bro.
They gonna know now, you know.
Niggas don't know.
My man said
I had all that dumb shit. AK charge, I done had all that dumb shit, bro. All that dumb shit. I'm not gonna say I was faking because I was for real about it, but in actuality, I was bullshit. I was bullshit.
God humbled you and then he gave you mercy at the same time.
I was bullshit, nigga.
And you still under trial. I
playing
don't
with
know
my
your
life.
personal life, but like you said, a lot of people don't escape from those type of situations. You know, a lot of people get.
It was a lot of
up,
It was a lot
so
of bullshit with it. So
you was blessed.
super blessed, bro. If I told
Blessed.
you the whole story, they jumped after they, they come with their mask and shit, throw me in their car. They took my car, drove me somewhere else, pulled my car out, and they said, "Yeah, we got the gun, sorry." Ain't no way I'm riding around with the motherfuckers in my car. like, so they tried to plant extra shit. Then when I got out, they blew my engine, cut my brake line. I didn't even know my brake line was cut till the mechanic was fixing the engine. He had it up in the air. He said, "Man, somebody tried to kill you." It was the face.
Where the rap name King Dolla come from?
See, y'all on point. On point with it. King Dolla, it used to be Dollar Block. I was with a group, me and my cousin, called CDS, Controlled Dangerous Substance. If anybody know what CDS is, if you get locked up for selling crack cocaine, that's the charge. It's gonna be CDS. So we turned our music into a controlled dangerous substance. He was Pistol Toter the Muscle. I was Dollar Block the money maker. I got the name Dollar Block in the shortage because I was the only nigga who kept 8 balls for $100. And I would give them to my homies for 80. Straight up. But you can't get it now.
That's real.
Musically, I like hip hop. I'm in love with hip hop. I want to talk some good hip hop. And earlier when we was talking about a certain lifestyle, you was like a lot of them faking. So
A lot of them ain't though.
a lot of them not, but a lot of them
A lot of them
faking.
gonna blow your brains
And I'm
out.
talking about musically. A lot of them faking, but a lot of them seem to be in position to promote that image in hip hop.
They don't know no better.
You think so?
Some of them don't know no better. I ain't know no better at that time.
You don't think some people willingly choose for a price, willingly choosing to portray certain images to keep our people lost, to keep our people poisoned?
No, I think that some of them are doing that, but the other ones, the ones that I'm talking about, they got attached to it and they don't know how to break away from it. And you know what I'm saying? So they fall on what they think is right. That's why I say they don't know no better. Some of them know better, but some of them just only going off what they see. So it's just like a sponge. If you get 2 brand new babies, you give one to me and one to you. You want all good shit. Your baby gonna turn out good if he just with you all the time. I'm on all bullshit. That baby gonna be on bullshit. That's all he know is bullshit. Because he gonna think bullshit is correct.
So the people that think that bullshit is correct, and I'm speaking on musically because it's a lot of bullshit in every aspects of life.
They think it's correct for
But,
the money.
but just musically, the ones that's influenced by the bullshit, do you think it's too late to reach them musically?
Nah, cause it gotta come from something genuine. Like it gotta come from a place where we coming from. It gotta be more niggas like us. If it ain't enough real niggas doing the real shit, they gonna think that fake is the real. You know what I'm saying? When that's not true. You know what I'm saying? They gonna think that fake is the real. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Real is definitely not fake. Fake is definitely not real.
Oh man.
think a lot of our people conditioned. We already know a lot of people lost. I think hip hop so powerful, it got so much influence that human nature to be good and evil. I think hip hop got so much influence. We influence a lot, good, bad, but I just think the bad getting out of control.
Cause it's glorified. You know what I'm saying?
What you got?
It's put on the pedestal for real, for real. And we in the internet era where it's the screen. This was on the screen, like people being a certain thing on the screen, and then when you see them in real life, it's something completely different. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, no, it's like they telling you pop all these pills,
it's like
drink all this lean. They not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't be.
It's funny because, you know, before we even started shooting, you was telling us how you back and forth Vegas, LA. I only been to LA. We've been to LA once, right? Once. And this is my opinion. I don't know if you're gonna agree with it. I believe a little bit of real coming back in hip hop. Lately, even when you think about I don't know if you're familiar with the Buffalo movement, Griselda, people like 38 Special.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of real hip hop that's really getting celebrated, and I think that ain't happened until the great legend Nipsey Hussle got killed.
Yeah.
I believe and that's how a lot of shit happened for a reason. It's unfortunate, but some things got bigger plans. I feel like when he died, and it's a known fact, once people die, you're gonna pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Death. It's always been known once an artist die, you're gonna get more attention. But people didn't realize that he touched a lot of people genuinely. Like you said, it gotta come from the heart. And I think when people really promoted and seen what he did, I think it really exposed the game. It exposed people that's supposed to have been in higher positions than Nipsey. And it's like they still talking, bragging to us about the money when they showing us what Nipsey did. He ain't even supposed to be on their level, but they showing us what he did. I think that's when the game kind of shifted. Do you believe that real hip hop is really coming back in these times? And do you believe Nipsey's or his death had something to do with it as far as the shift in hip hop right now?
I'm gonna agree with that last part for sure, because that album he had put out, it wasn't a bullshit album. It wasn't telling you that go be with the shits. He only telling you about his section of how you have to be with the shit certain times. But he telling you to go get you some money. How you can get some money. This is how I did it. You see what I'm saying? But he did it the hip hop way. He was really rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like most of them songs he made, the nigga probably cried when he was making them because they was real. How do you know? Because most of the songs I make when they real, nigga, I cry. When I'm gonna play some shit, y'all niggas might cry. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. You know what I'm saying? But is hip hop coming back? I don't think it never really left. I think suckers wasn't paying attention to it. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't take the foundation and think you're gonna stand on something.
Or
like,
coming back to the forefront.
Yeah,
you're right. It can't die.
Now when you say that,
it's too powerful.
I think
coming back to the forefront.
I think they paying attention again. Like I think they paying attention, but for real, I feel like niggas listen to the shit, right? And they did all the drugs and they got all like, damn, now I'm broke. Yeah, that ain't work. Let me listen to something else and try something different. Like, cause that's just how I look at it. Like you listen to this nigga, man. It's nowhere in America a nigga could do all that, bro, and be alive. Nigga, it's no way. When I was sipping syrup, I used to end up in the hospital drinking so much of this shit. I don't drink it no more. I might taste it here and there, I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't chasing it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I was drinking it when it was $25 a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of your music though, one of your lines, you was like, it was like you was talking about praying for this person and praying for that person and just praying for everybody in general. And then I think you ended it, you was like, praying for everybody, just not myself.
Yeah, I pray for y'all, just not myself.
Yeah, like what, can you like elaborate on that just a little bit? For me, because when I heard it, he'd tell you, I was like, I gotta ask him about that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it stood out to me, you know what I'm saying?
I pray for wisdom. I pray for health. When I pray for the homeless. I pray for a person that I know got a problem. I just pray for everybody that's going through something. So I pray for y'all, just not myself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I pray, like when I
Are
leave.
you saying you pray for
you.
others, but you don't pray for yourself?
Nah, not just myself.
Not just
not
me.
just
Okay,
myself.
yeah,
Okay, that's-
yeah. That's
All right, because I thought it was the other way.
yeah. That's what I. Yeah, that's why I had to make sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's another song I heard, Good Listener, that was targeted to the females. Good song. Before I even get into that, I know you had a question about the singer on the
Oh
song.
yeah, I was trying to see, was that a feature, the singer part on that joint, or
Was that a
was
sample?
that like placed into the beat?
The actual vocals of the background.
Yeah,
that's
them
actually
bad.
my uncle that just
See,
passed away.
Dang,
In Vegas. That's the one from Vegas.
Man.
bro.
Shout out to your
That-
uncle.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
ripping.
Yeah.
Bruh. You killed the song. You killed the song.
Nah,
but
Your man said,
he
baby
crushed
girl.
that joke.
But if
you
I
know, I'm
tell y'all
telling
how
you,
it went,
that voice,
Baby
level-
girl.
If I tell you
Legendary.
How it went, legendary. Like I lived in Vegas, so he would come here from time to time to do shows. That like, well, he's a singer, of course, but he'd come and do private parties for people that fly him in, fly him out. This particular time, he was like, and I would always pick him up from the airport, drop him off and shit like that. So I picked him up, and he's like, yeah, I gotta be at the airport 5 in the morning. I said, good, cause I got a studio session at 2. Can you fly me in? And he went right in there, knocked that shit out, straight from the fucking, she went like straight from his show to the studio with me, back to the airport, back to his bed at home. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't ask for nothing more. And even when I was there, when I was in Vegas, I got a studio out there I deal with, Hickory Music. And he must have knew something because he kept, the last week I was there, he kept wanting to go to the studio. We dropped about 2 or 3 more joints, but it's just like, he wanted to continuously get some more music with me.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to have that flavor though. He put that motherfucking dash on
Bruh,
it.
that was exactly what he did. Exactly what he did.
It's a question I typically only ask female. You might be the first guy I directly ask this question to. I think I'm gonna know the answer, but I always ask women, and I'm serious. I really be wanting them. I be wanting to know. I be like, cause in the black community, especially in these times, men and women are at war, in my opinion, especially socially. And it ain't no blame. We both got a lot of doing better to do. But in your opinion, what do you think the biggest disconnect between man and woman is in these times?
Trust and position.
Trust and position.
Yeah, when I say position, it ain't like go do the dishes and I go out here and I go kill a bear and bring it home. Nah, we both gotta play the position. We both gotta trust, and it's a lot of no trust. When I say it's no trust, 9 times out of 10, no matter what you do, if you in a real relationship, unless you got a real strong woman and a real strong dude, as soon as you walk out the door, they're gonna be texting you, they're gonna be calling you. How can you concentrate? How can you concentrate? Like, but me as a guy, as a real secure, not worried about anything, man, that this my woman, if you take her, then you took her. That means she wasn't mine. So I ain't calling you once when you go somewhere. I'm not calling you twice or none of that. Unless I said I'm gonna call you or I feel something that I need to call you. But I'm not gonna call you, and if you don't answer, I'm not gonna continuously call you. So I feel like that's what the trust is. The position is, if we're gonna build, what you gonna do, what I'm gonna do. Let's do this. And then to have a position, you gotta have a lot of dialogue, a lot of conversation. Conversation lacks. Like the way it's supposed to go, you're supposed to go do whatever you do at the end of the day, and then you're supposed to be at the dinner table with your family, and you're supposed to have dialogue. You're supposed to have dialogues. I'm supposed to know what happened with my daughter at school. I'm supposed to know what happened to my wife at work today, or while she was at home. She's supposed to know what was in my life, and then we're supposed to plan for tomorrow. It ain't we burnt out, we just making ends meet, we putting the kids to bed at 11, we frying chicken at 12, fucking our bodies up. Like,
To me, you saying 95% of the women that answer that question, their answer be communication.
it's part of it.
And your song is Good Listener. You know what I'm saying? I think if I had to pick a answer for that question, even though it's many answers to what's the disconnect, I gotta go with communication. Got to go with communication. And a lot of women got a lot of, I'm gonna say power. You got to give them the power, but niggas got to be more powerful to, seriously, to not allow their power make us be deceitful.
Yeah.
Because of our own selfishness.
Yeah.
Cause Biz Markies, they got what we need out this motherfucker. So sometimes it be hard to stand on the two, you know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, I think what my man saying in the song, I'm saluting you now, and it's on camera, that's a good song that I think women need to hear. Cause you talking about being a good listener. And I'm arrogant at times. I know I talk too goddamn much sometimes. And that song hit me, it's like, damn, you know what? They go through. Cause sometimes you could be like, damn, Shawty, you supposed to know this shit. Mm-hmm. But sometimes we gotta take the opportunity when God put us in position to lead. Sometimes we gotta lead with being good listeners. So I think I think you gotta make sure a lot of women hear that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to hear it too. but they do what the women do, so they got to hear it.
I specifically made that for the women though, because I felt like it's a disconnect with that part. Yeah. Maybe some dudes are here and they be like, oh yeah, that's all. That's what the problem is. Let me just listen. Cause you know what I'm saying? Just listen. Hear what they gotta say. You know what I'm saying? And me, like I told you why I made the song Outside is that I've been around a lot of women in my lifetime and I've heard the same thing everywhere I go. It be basically summing up to everything that's in the verses. They all got the similar problems. They dealing with the same issues. So nobody is exempt. Before you would just think that it was only one person doing something, but in actuality, it's 50 states. It's a whole bunch of countries. It's going on everywhere, just in different languages and different flavors. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. Like, I used to didn't think that certain other races didn't go through it until I was around my homeboys and was like, yeah, just like us. You know what I'm saying? It's just like us.
Speaking of music again, influences, like, you know, as far as to your music, like who you done listen to that inspired you to, you know, make some of your music, or whether that be certain engineers, other artists, or is it more just go in the booth and rap what you feel type situation?
Well, to try to answer the whole question, it's like Flight Boy in Baltimore, that's my go-to man, and we create a vibe. So that's one, you could say that's an influence, but it's not really an influence. Like, I just love to record with him.
I think I definitely, I mean, not to cut you off, but I think I agree with you, because as far as because he an engineer, right? That's
He's my engineer and my producer, but it's the way we create. It's like the same way we talking.
Yeah.
We
could just vibe.
I might go to the studio at 8 and we not recording till 3. You know what I'm saying? Cause we just
creating.
We
Going
just kicking
off,
it.
yeah.
We might not even touch the computer might not come on until 12. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like that part. But I would have to say my family, because I was born in a musical family. So watching my family being on stage with my grandfather, being on stage with my uncles and my aunts, it's like that would be my influence. I don't have a favorite rapper, like that wouldn't be it. I like a lot of people's music. You know what I'm saying? The last person I could say was one of my favorites. He passed away. That was Pimp C. And from time to time, you know, you're gonna get somebody that
had that Houston influence.
Time to time you're gonna get somebody that you be like, all right, I'm feeling Shawty. I'm feeling this. Like a couple years ago, I was feeling Lucci. Not saying I ain't feeling them now, but now I'm feeling a little rowdy. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things at certain times that you gonna feel. You know what I mean?
If you had to, like on the sports shows, they might ask LeBron James, what's your all-time, not who the greatest 5, but who would be his starting 5?
My starting
hip hop wise though, who's your starting five? You said Pimp C, but who's your starting five?
He gonna be my. That's gonna be. He ain't coming up off the list.
So we got
Sweet James Jones is not coming
Pimp
off the
C.
list. If you want to put him 3 times, Sweet James Jones, Tony Snow, however you want to put it, my dog ain't coming off the list. But nah, it'll have to be like really though, Pimp C. That's a good question for a dude like me, because I like music, but I don't like a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? I would go with. I'm gonna hit you with a left. I'm gonna go with Pimp C, Master P. You know what I'm saying? Hit you from the left with that one. 3 more, huh?
3 more.
starting five.
Starting 5.
Any time.
Any time. All right. You think I'm gonna say Big and Pac, but I'm not. I don't want to get smashed.
We say nothing bad about Pac on Blunt Rap
I'm
TV.
not gonna say nothing bad about Pac
We
at
don't
all.
say nothing bad about Pac.
I wasn't gonna say nothing bad about Pac. I was gonna tell the truth that I was not a real Pac fan until I heard Machiavelli. Like I didn't want to hear it because I didn't want to be like everybody else. I was like, I don't want to hear it because everybody else was on it. Then I really got a car that only had Machiavelli in the tape player, and that's all I was riding to in a Ford Escort. And I was like, this shit right here. Then I started getting the other albums and listening to the other ones. So I do like Pac.
But Pac just don't make your starting five. Though.
Nah, because I would be fake.
Who won it though? You got 3 more.
3 more.
Pimp C, Master P, they both legends. And you know Sweet Jones, he was a Pac man. I want to get your man.
I fucks with Pac. I'm a bang some Pac. I'm gonna put DJ Screw on my shit so all my shit can be chopped right. You know what I'm saying?
That DJ Screw.
Let's see. Scarface.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
He on my list.
Got to put Brad on there. And just because I'm an East Coast nigga and I got a couple West Coast and a couple Southerners on there, I'm gonna go up top, and I'm not gonna pick who I think I'm gonna pick. I am gonna say Jay, but I'm gonna say Al-Qaeda Jada.
Okay.
There's nothing against Jay-Z.
Top 5 dead or alive.
Top 5 dead or alive. I got respect for Jada.
That's Kiss.
Yeah, I never met the nigga, but he walked smack up to me in the club one night, dabbed me up, and rolled out. What the fuck is this?
Humble nigga.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this?
You got something else for me?
I asked him about the song. Influences.
Say something. We probably shoot one with you in the summertime. See how life treating you in the summertime. We all gonna be chiseled by the summertime. So
Hopefully I can be like, yeah, come to the house out the west.
hey,
definitely.
let's
That's
do that. Get
definitely
that shit
the
on
move.
camera. We gonna go out
That's
west.
on there. That's the
We
move.
gonna go to Vegas
When
and
you
shit.
get out there and touch down, let a nigga know.
Yeah, and even
Get
if
a
y'all,
plane ticket like
plan
it
a
ain't
trip
nothing.
before that, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I'll pop up.
Got you.
No question.
That's my
We
second
appreciate it though, man. Chopping it up with you.
home. Thank you for
You know
your
what I'm saying?
time.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna say this shit on the camera. Like when the cameras be on us naturally, it be so easy because it's natural.
Yeah, no, this real.
But today, you know, I'm planning it, we doing it. It got a little bit of the rig in it, so I feel a little rusty. But think you a part of the journey. I know I'm gonna get better at it. You know what I'm saying, with the chopping it up. But I wanted to put that on camera so they'll look back at it and know that this is at the beginning origins, and the King Dolla made the beginning origins of it.
I'm happy to be around y'all. Like I'm happy to get a call back, nigga. I'm happy that you said something to me at the gas station the first day, and I'm happy I said something back, and we kept in touch.
It's funny because I didn't. What I say? I said I ain't never meet him in person. I thought I don't even remember the gas. We met at the gas station.
Yeah, I don't forget too much. The 450 Exxon.
Okay.
We was passing out something, and I think I passed you one back. I said, you gave. I said, no, I got one for you too. And then we passed each other. I don't know if it was cards or CDs. It was something. You know what I'm saying?
He was outreaching, networking.
That's usually how I go.
Yeah.
Plug in all your social media. Oh no, we gonna do that too though.
It's
but
gonna
still
pop up
plug it in,
on
though.
there, but
Still
let them know
plug
where
it
they
in.
can follow you at.
Don't follow me now. Follow me at King Dolla Music. KingDollaMusic. King Dolla Music. I am King Dolla.
Bet. Dolla been chopping it up with Step and Eski. I'm about to roll up.
I'ma listen to you, mama. Go ahead and talk, baby girl. I'm all
Baby girl.
Nah, say what you want. It's all right here. Got you.
That's my baby.
Flight school. King Dolla. Everybody got something to say, but is everybody gonna listen? Baby girl, I could be a good listener. You don't have to be that relationship prisoner. Relax your mind, let your tongue speak free. I hold the key to warden and commissioner. Baby girl, I'm right here. You need a good listener, then I'm all ears with a shoulder to cry on, pillow to lie on. Baby girl, I'm right here.